remember
it.
when we was shooting in Miami and Stat told me she went on a date. And they got to dinner and they was chilling at like the Airbnb or whatever. And nigga was like, yo, you mind if we watch the show real quick?
No, he didn't.
I ain't see it today. You mind if we watch it?
Yes,
Yo, that got to be like, yo.
Exactly. And mind you, like, I was like, because again, like, I was in college, so it's like, I'm literally living my normal life, which is not the same anymore. We are very aware of that. So I can't do the same things, can't go to the same place, can't be around the same
Bell
people.
Hill said she used to cancel dates if they brought up Stephen A. Smith or Skip Bayless. She said there is nothing more unsexy and unflattering than when you're talking to somebody who's a potential love interest and you're trying to get them to know them and they're like, so what's Stephen A. Smith like? So Mase, on the opposite end, have you ever been?
Again?
Yeah, she would be on dates and they would ask her what Stephen A. Smith is like, or like ask her questions about Skip. Like on the opposite, you know, have you ever been in a similar situation where people were asking you about somebody you were associated with, friends with, cool with, and does that bother you?
We should be asking you this, Stat.
We can start
Do
with
you
me.
ever go on dates and people ask you about Cam and ask you about Mase and say, what are they like?
Yes.
And is that a bummer for you? Because that you would be better to answer this question.
Yeah,
than us.
funny question. Yes, that has happened, and it's like, I don't like it. Like, I remember I went on a date, and somebody was dressed up as you for Halloween, and I was like, hell.
The date?
Yes. Yo, I never told him this. I was
I hit
on
the
a date
jackpot.
with this guy, and he was dressed up as Cam for Halloween.
Yeah, on.
The pink, and he was like, yeah, like, that's so like, people just be, and I love it. Like, I love that, like, you guys support me. I love that. But in dating, it's been so hard. It's been so difficult.
What did
My
you
life
say
has
when you
forever
seen a
changed.
nigga with that on though? Like, did you have to discuss it?
That's weird for me. He's like, I love him. Like, I'm like, yo. Which, and it's because I've been on dates with, you know, like 9 to 5, been on dates with doctors, and I've been on dates with celebrities. And it's like, people love y'all. And I knew that. But like, I'm not trying to talk about work. I'm not trying to talk about y'all. And I dismiss it. But the Halloween thing was crazy.
That's crazy.
And then it's like, you know, like, people don't like clear their search. And it's like, I've seen my name, like,
And they search.
what's this? Like, let me search up real quick. Hand me their phone. I've seen my name, or I've seen like the recent be like the show. Y'all know how weird that is? Like,
That's weird.
I can't
I
do
remember when we
it.
was shooting in Miami and Stat told me she went on a date. And they got to dinner and they was chilling at like the Airbnb or whatever. And nigga was like, yo, you mind if we watch the show real quick?
No, he didn't.
I ain't see it today. You mind if we watch it?
Yes,
Yo, that got to be like, yo.
Exactly. And mind you, like, I was like, because again, like, I was in college, so it's like, I'm literally living my normal life, which is not the same anymore. We are very aware of that. So I can't do the same things, can't go to the same place, can't be around the same people.
I
I know
was just
that.
about to finish school when this happened.
It was like the last semester. Like, I'm excited to graduate, and he wanted to go watch the show because he was late on the episode. I'm like, damn, I can't even. What do I do? I can't do nothing.
That's crazy, Stat.
Yeah, I never told y'all. It was
So
wild.
when he asked you, can he watch the show, what did you tell him?
No. I was like, automatically, I'm like, okay, I'm busy. Like, I have something to go do. Like, damn, I forgot.
He basically is like going through his mind like, yo,
See,
I got her here with me.
When it wasn't my go, like, I went through that when Mase got on before me, but I'm not like that type of person. I am that type of person. I'm not, but like, Yeah, then fuck them if you want to fuck them. That's up to you. Because it's going to be my turn. Don't come running back when it's my go. Where Mase at? I don't know where he at.
Yeah.
So I went through that a little bit with Mase. Maybe Dame time to time when Dame was up, but I never was really one of them niggas that was like, be mad that you like my friend. Cause I always had the attitude like this. This was my attitude where I got a girlfriend and all my other bitches, I can't control them. Now, if they want to go bone you, cool. If my girl want to bone Mase, then I would have had a problem with that. Yeah, but all my other bitches, I ain't never cared, B. I never was like that. I'd be, oh, go ahead, he in the next room, not gonna do it. You know, I never was really one of them people that would get upset if you ask, but like, as far as, like, I'm sitting there trying to think, outside of Mason, maybe Dame, I never had to really go through that, no.
Yeah.
Because look, it's different, it's been different levels. Like, I've been popping since I was 14, maybe not with money, but I was known out there. My name was ringing bells, man. A little basketball here and there, so I never really had a problem with females. I never really had a problem, like, getting kind of what I wanted to get when I wanted to get it. And so I had options. I know people like me, I'll leave you for less than one to bone Mase. I'll leave you for way less than that. Snore the wrong way. Do anything. It don't take much to turn me off. I'm not a big feet person, so if you don't wear socks in the bed sometime, I look for shit on your feet to make me mad. Sometimes I'm my own problem. I look for stuff to make me mad so I don't be bothered with you. I'm in my own way, to be totally honest with you. I'm my problem.
Like, I'm actually the problem. Yeah. Last thing I will add, it definitely has changed, like, everything, and it's trickled down to my friends too, because it's like they'll be going on dates or something and like see that I post and like, oh, like you're friends with Stat, like she's so tough, like can you call her? My friends are like, I'm not calling my friend, right? Like, it's all of those things, and especially like I said, the transition from school to now, it's like all those people who like in college obviously had class and stuff with me, like, do you remember me from da 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 da? I'm like, a Greek picnic? Like, that was 3-4 years ago. Like, when I was strolling, like, I don't.
Yeah, imagine somebody trying to force you to remember something from 25 years ago on Memorial Day.
Yeah.
On the right-hand side of Collins Street.
That's crazy.
You don't remember? It was sunny out and the sky was blue.
I don't.
Yeah, man. I just lie and act like I remember, because they'll talk you to death to try to force you to remember some shit.
But I will say, I do not mind the sports conversations. Like, that's cool. But like, people will be like directly quoting like things from y'all or like try to like use it on me. I'm like, bruh, you cannot.
Imagine a nigga be like, pause. No, they don't even got nothing
you
to
were
do
laughing.
with it.
I'm dead ass. That happens.
Pause.
I'm like, no. Like, that happens all the time.
Like, yo, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stat, you ain't say pause.
Yes. Like, you guys are joking
Why you
about
on a
it.
date?
Yes, you guys are joking about it. That is my real life. Like, I don't mind the sports debates. I don't mind a couple conversations, but like quoting you or like, oh, the waiter has a grasp on the yacht. Like, why would you say that? Like, we cannot do this. We cannot. So yeah, that's a little insight into how my life's been going. So
That's wild. That's weird. It feels like an audition.
Honestly, yes. Or some will try to like play it off. But it's like, I can tell. I can always tell.
Yeah. It's not easy out there, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. That's why I'm still out here, man.
It is not.
It's not easy, man.
It is not.
And like I said, for me, it do not take a lot, man. One thing, don't drive right. Make a wrong turn while you driving, I get mad. I get mad at anything, yo. I get mad shit. You don't know, you never heard Wu-Tang, you don't know the 4th song on the album. Like, I'll make shit up just not to be bothered.
Wow, that's...
When I give a girl money, it's for them to leave. It's not for them to stay. That way you can't say you did anything for me. It's not prostitution. It's that way. It's not prostitution because I'm not paying for no pussy. It's not me buying you a bag so I feel like I'm tricking on you for the pussy. It's get your nails and some lunch tomorrow. It was nice. We had a nice night.
I think we need to put a poll up. Who's more toxic, Killer or Future?
That's wild. Pause. You need to put a poll up and see who's more toxic.
Put a poll up and see. Oh my God. I will add though, and I mean, shoot, y'all can let us know in the comments. I don't really think you're I just think you're very upfront. So I don't really consider that like, to be completely honest, I just feel like you know what you're getting. So if a girl's gonna try you, it's like, you know you're about to try me. So you know what you're about to say is about to piss me off. So if you want to say it, go ahead, because you know me and I warned you. That's what I get from you.
Yeah, it's a fact.
I think you're very open and upfront.
You know what happened, and I know we got to wrap soon, but for this, my last thing on this topic is that I got tired of being scared. Like, and when I say that, me and Sin and who else, Suge talked about it, because we had all had girlfriends at one time. And we kind of all wanted to get out the situation we were. I think none of us with the people that I'm talking about, so Sin's ex and Suge ex, and sorry if y'all have made collateral damage to this conversation. Yeah, when they cheating, yo, because every time you're doing something wrong, and let's say you're in a hotel or something, and your girl call you like, this bitch see me walk out the hotel, you know what I'm saying? Then you come in, she like, what's up? And you like, what's up? What's up? And then you may think she may know something because you did something, but she may not know anything. Like, that shit is a mess of feeling inside, tired of being like, damn, what this bitch know? What did I do? I gotta sneak this, I gotta wash my underwear, I gotta do. I was fucking. And I don't owe you an explanation. That's where I wanted to get in my life. To where I don't have to feel scared. Like, that shit is not a cool feel. And I don't like lying. I don't want to be lying like, yo, I swear to God I was there.
Right.
Yo, call what's the name? Then you got to call your man and tell him, yo, if I call you with this bitch, we was in the studio, all right? I got tired of that, yo. That shit is whack and draining. And I just wanted to be free and wanted to laugh when somebody questioned me. Like, now, if I get on a new date or something like that, and a new, or some dealing with somebody new, and it's getting to that point, and they be like, I see somebody wasn't answering their phone last night, where you was at? And I'd be like, you crazy, what you did today? That's how relationships start. Nobody says, do you want to be my girlfriend, you want to be my boyfriend? You start answering questions and lying about shit that you was doing because you don't want to tell them the truth or hurt their feelings or want them to know whatever habits or fetishes you like or whatever. So you start lying and they start asking questions. Why you wasn't picking your phone up? Where you was at? This, that, and the third. That's how relationships start. So as soon as I hear them type of questions, I just start laughing. Be like, yo, you crazy. What you did today? And just curve the whole shit so you don't think that you can ask me those type of questions.
Well, in the comments, let us know if you think that's toxic. I don't know if I was exactly saying that, but I'll let y'all be the judge.
That's not toxic. Listen, it's the truth. You can't. When's the last time you're like, yo, you want to go steady? Yo, you my girlfriend or you my boyfriend? Mark my words. Next time that somebody, when you get in the shit, they be like, so you wasn't picking your phone. So you really was at the club all night. Oh yeah, with Future, Metro Boomin. So I guess you just went home afterwards. Yeah. What you did yesterday? My night was kind of lit. It was like, I'm not letting you put me in that corner unless I like you. And then I'm still gonna tell you too, I don't wanna be lying and shit, man. That shit is annoying. So you could consider it toxic, but you put yourself in the situation. Your phone be down, your phone is ringing. Thank you. Girl put their phone down. I be like, yo, your phone. They be like, oh no, you can hold it if it ring. Nah, because you trying to do that to me.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't want your phone. I don't want to know where it's at. They do that. Anytime, you got to think about this, when they be doing little shit like that, they want to do it to you. So they open the door up for you to be like, who that calling you? So they can be like, when you tell them no, they be like, oh, I'll let you hold my phone up.
Nah,
I'm good, man.
it don't work like that. Okay, y'all. Well, that is all the time that we have for today. Thank y'all for watching. And as always,
Mase and Camron have remained two of hip-hop's most intriguing personalities for more than 20 years, and every time they sit down together, one topic somehow finds its way back into the conversation: marriage. Even though both have built long-term relationships, neither seems eager to make that walk down the aisle, and that's exactly what makes this discussion so fascinating. In this video, we're breaking down everything they've shared about commitment, loyalty, trust, finances, and why marriage simply doesn't fit the way they see life. And trust me, the deeper you look, the more their perspective starts to make sense. By the end, you'll understand why two successful men who built businesses, raised families, and stayed committed to their partners for years still refuse to make it official with a marriage license. If you're unfamiliar with their history, here's where it all begins. Mase and Camron came up together during Harlem's rap explosion in the late 1990s. They were connected through the legendary Children of the Corn collective, alongside Big L and McGruff, creating bonds that stretched far beyond music. These aren't just industry acquaintances. They've known each other for more than 3 decades. That's the kind of friendship that survived success, setbacks, public scrutiny, personal struggles, and everything in between. History like that creates a level of honesty that very few celebrities are willing to show once the cameras start rolling. And that's exactly why their podcast has become such a must-watch for hip-hop fans. They don't sugarcoat their opinions, and their conversations about marriage might be the clearest example of that unfiltered approach. So what has kept both of them from getting married despite spending years in committed relationships? The answer isn't as simple as people think. It's a mix of personal experience, psychology, financial realities, and cultural influences that all come together. One of the biggest themes they constantly return to is trust, or more accurately, the fear of betrayal once fame enters the picture. Both have explained that success completely changes how you evaluate relationships. When money, influence, and status become part of your life, it's hard not to question whether someone loves you for who you are or simply for what comes with your name. That's a concern many people can relate to, but for two men who built everything from the ground up and watched countless people approach them with hidden motives, the fear runs even deeper. From their perspective, marriage isn't only about romance, it's also a legal and financial partnership with real consequences. Once lawyers, contracts, and courtrooms become part of the equation, love can suddenly become tied to protecting assets instead of building a future together. And according to them, that's where the entire conversation changes. That naturally leads into another major reason they often mention: financial risk. Anyone who's followed celebrity culture has seen how divorce can destroy not only relationships, but fortunes as well. Both Mase and Camron have spent years creating businesses, investing in real estate, building brands, and expanding multiple income streams. A difficult divorce doesn't simply close one chapter of life. It can wipe out decades of hard work through legal battles that happen surprisingly fast. Imagine spending your entire career building an empire, only to watch a significant portion disappear because a relationship didn't last. That's a reality they openly admit makes them think twice. It's not because they reject love itself. It's because they've watched respected people in entertainment lose millions during divorce proceedings. And neither wants their own story to become another cautionary example discussed across podcasts and social media. There's another layer to this conversation that many people overlook: the pressure that comes with marriage. Once you're married, society immediately expects you to behave differently. You're expected to present the perfect public image and live according to standards that often have little to do with what actually happens inside your relationship. For two artists who've built careers by refusing to conform, that idea feels completely out of place. They've always succeeded by speaking their minds, even when those opinions sparked controversy. To them, marriage can sometimes feel less like freedom and more like performing a role written by everyone else. Instead of living authentically, it can become about meeting expectations that don't necessarily reflect reality. Another point they repeatedly bring up is the belief that a marriage certificate doesn't automatically strengthen a relationship. And that's an opinion more people seem to be embracing today. If two people are already building a life together, raising children, supporting each other emotionally and financially, and remaining loyal through every challenge, does signing legal paperwork truly change the relationship itself? Or is it simply a tradition meant to satisfy family expectations and public opinion? From Mase and Camron's perspective, genuine commitment is measured by daily actions, consistency, and loyalty, not by titles or ceremonies. They believe showing up for someone year after year carries far more weight than signing documents that, statistically, many couples eventually regret. There's also a deeper cultural and generational influence behind their thinking. Growing up, both witnessed marriages weighed down by financial struggles, broken trust, and repeated disappointments. Experiences like those shape how people view marriage later in life. If your earliest memories involve seeing relationships collapse around you, skepticism becomes understandable once you have your own success to protect. That's why trust remains something neither of them gives away easily, especially when legal commitments are involved. Mase also brings a unique perspective because of his years in ministry and his emphasis on faith. He has often stressed the importance of being equally yoked, making sure both people share the same values, purpose, and direction before even considering marriage. So for him, it isn't necessarily about rejecting marriage altogether. It's about believing that the foundation has to be absolutely right before taking a step that serious. It's really about being intentional and refusing to make one of life's biggest decisions for the wrong reasons. If marriage ever becomes part of the picture, they believe it should happen because the connection is right, not because society sets a deadline, family members apply pressure, or people start questioning why you're still unmarried. Camron, meanwhile, has always approached relationships with a far more cautious and business-focused mindset. He's made it clear that loyalty isn't something you automatically receive with a ring or a wedding ceremony. In his view, trust has to be earned over time through actions, not promises. Much of his thinking revolves around protecting everything he spent decades building. Because of that, he tends to view marriage through a practical and calculated lens, instead of relying purely on emotion. For Camron, the real question isn't whether he loves his partner, it's whether legally combining finances and assets actually strengthens the relationship or simply creates risks that didn't exist before. And honestly, that's the part that gets a lot of people talking. One reason these conversations continue to spread across social media is because neither man sounds bitter or anti-love. They're not arguing that relationships don't matter or that commitment has lost its value. Instead, they're saying that the traditional legal framework of marriage doesn't necessarily match the way they want to live their lives today. After everything they've experienced and everything they've built, they've chosen to show commitment without needing paperwork to validate it. And to them,
that difference means everything. What's even more interesting is how this discussion reaches far beyond the hip-hop community. At a time when divorce remains common, prenuptial agreements have become increasingly accepted, and more couples are questioning traditional relationship expectations, the points Mase and Camron raise resonate with people from every walk of life. You don't have to be rich or famous to ask the same questions they're asking. Is marriage truly required to prove your love? Does it actually make a relationship stronger? Or does it simply introduce legal obligations and financial complications into something that should be built on trust in the first place? Those aren't celebrity-only concerns. They're questions countless modern couples quietly wrestle with, even if they rarely discuss them publicly. Their honesty also reflects a much bigger cultural shift in how successful men speak about relationships today. Years ago, conversations like this were almost non-existent, especially in hip-hop, where projecting strength often mattered more than showing vulnerability. Admitting fears about betrayal, financial exposure, or emotional caution was often viewed as a weakness rather than honesty. But Mase and Camron have helped change that narrative by speaking openly about subjects many men usually avoid. They've created space for a more balanced conversation, where protecting your peace, your assets, and your future isn't automatically dismissed or ridiculed. There's another detail that often gets overlooked. Both men have maintained long-term, stable relationships without making them official through marriage, and that alone challenges the idea that commitment only becomes real after a wedding. Their partners have remained by their side through criticism, financial highs and lows, and the nonstop pressure that comes with public life, all without needing a legal document to define their bond. That's a different kind of loyalty. Some would even argue it's stronger, because it's based on choosing each other every single day, instead of relying on a contract to keep the relationship together. When you really break it all down, their position isn't about rejecting love or refusing commitment. It's about redefining commitment according to their own experiences, shaped by decades of success, setbacks, financial lessons, and everything they've witnessed throughout their careers. Whether you agree with their perspective or completely disagree, it's hard to deny that their transparency is refreshing. Very few public figures are willing to speak this honestly about topics that millions of people privately struggle with every day. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Do you agree with Mase and Camron's view on marriage, or do you believe marriage still carries a deeper meaning than any legal contract ever could? Relationships are complicated. Add money, fame, and success into the equation, and the conversation becomes even more complex. There isn't one universal answer that works for everyone. If you enjoyed today's breakdown, be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments, because we'd love to hear where you stand on this debate.